Stephen Graves has your top 3 stories from this year.
Yeah, so far we've seen a variety of them, the good and bad. Really interesting ones, though, of course, because they had the most people clicking on them. But these are your 3 most clicked on stories of 2018. At number 3, a widespread drug bust operation in Norfolk. The feds say they broke up a drug trafficking ring that yielded $19 million worth of drugs. Nearly 150 local and federal law enforcement members participated in this. 5 suspects were arrested. The investigation started 2 years ago. At number 2, it was a really odd case out of Chesapeake with questions that still have yet to be answered for a mother. Police say a 19-year-old woman named Sarah Wilson shot herself to death in a car. This came after police say the driver was pulled over for a routine traffic stop. Wilson's mother still has many questions. The odd thing is, she says investigators told her her daughter was handcuffed at the time before she shot herself. The mom continues her fight for answers because she says this was totally out of character for her daughter. Now, drum roll for number 1. This is the story that affected a lot of people, so understandable why it got so many clicks. More than 84,000 page views. We're talking about that mandatory evacuation ahead of Hurricane Florence. It was in Zone A, which meant roughly 245,000 people were ordered to evacuate, but this sent many of you scrambling to figure out if you were required to evacuate or not. There was a lot of confusion. Many questioned if officials overreacted when the storm didn't hit where expected.
Because it didn't happen this time, people are probably just going to say, oh, it didn't happen last time, so why are we going to worry about it this time? It's probably going to turn again.
We would always rather err on the side of caution than to say, oh, it's going to turn and not see that turn.
So that evacuation order was lifted about a week after being issued. And that wraps up the top 15 most clicked on stories online of the year. We're going to make sure we put that on 13newsnow.com so everyone can have another look. Some surprises there, though.
I think so.
Interesting to look back.
The Zone A, though, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah,
you probably have people in, say, Richmond trying to figure out if their family members need to evacuate. So it's probably a lot of people wondering what was going on there.
All right. Thank you, Stephen.